Hey guys, what's going on? It's Orlando here with the OP23 Sports Network. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today, what we're going to talk about is the Week 2 NFL Power Rankings. So, this is what I think. This is what happened in Week 2. This is who I think from 1 to 32 who is the best teams. Right now, I'll get deeper into it once we start going into it. But if you guys do like these videos, please hit the like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I am doing more content when it comes to sports. If you guys have any comments, just hit it down below. And if you guys think that I can do more, just let me know, and we'll see how it goes. So let's jump into this week's power rankings. So 22 to 32, these are my 22 to 32 teams who I think deserve to be here in these spots. Let's go from 32 from the Jets. They did lose again. The Jets did lose 25-6 to New England. I just don't think they're doing as great as they thought they would with this year's draft. They can probably get 2-3 wins, but that's just what I think. Um, 31, Jacksonville. They are not impressive to me right now. Trevor Lawrence is still struggling. Urban Meyer just doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing. They did lose against Denver, which was very surprising. I did pick Jacksonville to beat Denver, but sorry, they are 0-2. So both these teams are 0-2. Next, we're going to Detroit. They did lose against Green Bay on Monday Night Football. I think they did okay. Jared Goff did have a great first half, but Aaron Rodgers came and he did what Aaron Rodgers always does. And I like Detroit. I think they can be higher. If they can just get a couple wins, they have great weapons. They have a good defense. They just need to put it together. And right now, they're just very. I think they're still building. So I think that's why they're at 30. 29, we're going to the New York Giants. They lost against the Washington football team, 30-29. I would put them higher, but they just did not get the job done. I did think they had a good chance against the Washington football team on Thursday Night Football. Sadly, they did lose. They are 0-2 now. Um, I do like the Giants. I do think they are a good team. I just think that they are still in the building process with their quarterback and with their defense. They did have a chance to win against the Washington football team. I would put them higher, but I just think these teams right here did a little better than them. So, jump to 28. We have the Houston Texans. They did lose Tyrod Taylor against the Cleveland Browns. I think the Texans showed what happens when you lose Tyrod Taylor. They just looked really bad. The Browns just ended up getting to them. They did lose 31-21. If Tyrod Taylor was back, I would put him higher. But Tyrod Taylor did look good for the Texans. I hope he does get back with his injury with his hamstring. But I think the Texans are 28. 27, the Falcons did play the Buccaneers. It was a good competitive game until the Buccaneers just took off Matt Ryan with 2 interceptions with Sean Murphy, Mike Edwards. The score was 48-25. Falcons are a good team. They just have a lot of problems right now, and it just looks like it's getting worse for them. So I think they're at 27. I think they're here because they did show that their offense can score, but their defense needs some work. 26, the Tua game where the Bills just were the Bills and they shut down Miami's offense. Tua did not look impressive. He looked really off, and I thought he would do better, but he didn't. So Miami did not score any points off that Buffalo uh, defense. It was 35-0, and Miami, they do need to work on that quarterback situation if they want to get better. That defense had nothing for Josh Allen for the Bills, so that's why the Dolphins are 26. 25, the Eagles. Sadly, they did lose 17-11 to the 49ers. I think they could be higher, in my opinion, but Jalen Hurts was not really that impressive. They could have done better. Their defense did shut down the 49ers offense, which I'll give them that. I would put them higher, but I just think these teams right here did a little better. 24, the Bengals. They did have a close game with the Bears, 20-17. Even with Andy Dalton, who just got injured, and Justin Fields, who came in, I think they should have won that game with the inexperience of Justin Fields. But that's why I have Bengals at 24. 23, we have the Indianapolis Colts, 27-24. I want them higher because they did play well against the Rams defense. Carson Wentz did no yeah Carson Wentz did impress me a little bit. He did get hurt, but the coach just needed a little help on offense. I just don't think they're trusting Carson Wentz as much as I think they should. 22, we got the Bears. The Bears did win. They did beat Cincinnati. I just think that their defense is carrying them a little bit. The offense can get going. I think they can get higher. That's just my opinion. So they are 1-1. So let's jump to 11 to 21s right here. We have 21, the Minnesota Vikings. They are the best 0-2 team in my opinion. They have been close in every game they have played. And sadly, it does come down to the last second with them, with the overtime loss and with this loss with the field goal against the Arizona Cardinals. They did have them beat. I think Minnesota is a good team. I wouldn't count them out. They have a great offense with Kirk Cousins and Dalvin Cook. They just are getting unfortunate at the end. So hopefully they can start finishing out games. 20, the New Orleans Saints. I had them really high in Week 1 rankings when they beat the Green Bay Packers. Jameis Winston, 2 interceptions. Alvin Kamara did not get a lot of touches. I don't know what was going on there. But the Saints did look off. They looked weird. It was weird seeing them get beat by the Panthers. So that's why I have them at 20. 19, Washington football team. I think they can be higher. That defense is really good. They did play against the Giants. I wanted them at 21, but they did win, which is what I'll give them. They are 1-1. So 18, the Los Angeles Chargers. I would put the Chargers higher, but they did lose against the Cowboys. They had the game, in my opinion. They did have a couple turnovers and a lot of situations where they could have won the game, but this is why I have them at 18. They can get higher. I like Justin Herbert and that defense with Derwin James. I just think that the Chargers need to fix a couple things, and they'll be better. 17, the New England Patriots. They did beat the Jets. That's why I have them at 17, 25-6. Mac Jones had a good game, impressive game. He didn't do too much, just like I thought. Bill Belichick is doing a great job. They have a good week coming up, so that's why I have them at 17. Steelers, number 16, they lost against the Las Vegas Raiders. From the team that I thought did really well in Week 1 when they won against the Bills and just lost against the Raiders. Raiders are a good team. The Pittsburgh defense looked weird. They looked off. I mean, a lot of miscommunications. Ben Roethlisberger looked old. He looked really old, so that's why I have him at 16. The Denver Broncos, they are an undefeated team with Teddy Bridgewater. Denver is impressive, but they have not played great competition yet, so that's why I have them at 15. I think if they play a really good team, I might bump them up to top 10, so we'll see how that goes. Tennessee Titans, number 14. They did get the win against Seattle, which was very impressive to me. Derrick Henry looked outstanding. Ryan Tannehill had a great game. The defense for Tennessee had some great stops. Overtime came, and Tennessee was just a better team. That's all that happened. So, number 13, the Dallas Cowboys. They did beat the Los Angeles Chargers. They did not look as impressive as I thought they would be, like they did against the Buccaneers, but they did get the win. Ezekiel Elliott got some more touches. Dak Prescott looked really well. The defense had some good stops for the Cowboys. So, and the last minute kick got him the win. So that's why I got him at 13. 12, the Carolina Panthers. They were a little higher last time, but Carolina is undefeated. They are 2-0. They beat the Saints, and that was very impressive. Christian McCaffrey did really well. Sam Darnold did awesome. This Carolina team can be good. I mean, you just never know. I just think that defense is very impressive, so it's going to be tough to stop. Number 11, the Arizona Cardinals. They did get the win against Minnesota. Last minute field goal, 34-33. I would put them higher, but they are getting very lucky right now. That's the only reason why I have them at 11, not 10. They are undefeated, so if they can keep going, keep that on, I think they'll be a top 10 team in my opinion. Jumping into the 6 to 10. Here we got the Cleveland Browns, number 10. They did get the win against the Texans, 31-21. I would put them higher, but it is the Houston Texans. They played a very good Tyrod Taylor. They were very shaky, but they did get the win, so that's why I have them at 10. They are 1-1. Buffalo Bills, they are number 9. They play the Miami Dolphins 35-0. This is what I expect more of Josh Allen and the offense. They should be scoring 30 points a game. In my opinion, they came out guns blazing. They took that loss very personally against Pittsburgh last week, so that's why I have Buffalo number 9. They are 1-1. Green Bay number 8. They played the Detroit Lions. This is how Green Bay usually plays. Aaron Rodgers is the man. He knows what he's doing. They did take that loss personally against the New Orleans Saints, taking that beat down. But they did show Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions defense that, hey, I'm still Aaron Rodgers, and Devontae Adams had 4 touchdowns. Great game by Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. It's good to see him back on a winning track. That's why they're number 8. Number 7. The reason why I have Seattle number 7, they did lose. I know they are 1-1, but I still think they are better than these teams, in my opinion. They did just get the loss against Tennessee. Tennessee is a great team. They're a good team. And Seattle at home, sadly, they did lose it on that last-minute field goal. Russell Wilson, I think they could have won that game, but that's why I have them at 7. They are 1-1. San Francisco 49ers, number 6. They are a undefeated team. They are 2-0. They did beat the Eagles. Very impressive. They took that defense for a good ride. Jimmy G did a great job. I would put them higher, but I just think the top 5 teams are a little better than them right now. So let's get to it. My top 5 teams, here they are. The Ravens, sitting at number 5. They beat the Chiefs in a good shootout game. Very good game. Lamar Jackson had an awesome game. He did have a questionable interception. They're just running the ball really well. They made the Chiefs linebackers look really silly. I mean, they look stoned, in my opinion. So Lamar Jackson looked well. They did very good. I expect them to get higher. They are a good team. That defense looked a little shaky against the Chiefs. Let them score that much points, but they did get the win against Kansas City, 35-36. So the Las Vegas Raiders, number 4. They look very impressive. Derek Carr is impressing me. I have them at 4 because they are 2-0. They have beat the Ravens, and they have beat the Steelers. 2 great defenses, 2 great quarterbacks, and Derek Carr and the Raiders, they look really good. So I expect them to get higher and get more wins. It's going to be a competitive division for them. Number 3, Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, they did lose, but their offense was rolling, and they did have the game. At one point, they just let it go, and Mahomes still did his thing, and they did very well. So I know they did get the loss, but they are the best 1-1 team right now, in my opinion, and I think they still should be number 3. Number 2, the Los Angeles Rams. That defense is no joke, in my opinion. Last-minute drive from the Colts and an interception by Jalen Ramsey. You have to not force things down the field like the Colts did. The Rams defense is scary. The Matthew Stafford he's not forcing anything. He's throwing really well. He looks like he's comfortable already. We're gonna have a good week 3 coming up against the Buccaneers. Speaking of the Buccaneers, they are the number 1 team in my opinion. Remember, the Bucs are the haunted team. They every team's gonna bring their A game. They want to beat the defending national champs. They want to beat Tom Brady. Tom Brady, impressive 5 touchdowns. He did awesome job. He didn't throw 300 yards, but you know what? He had 5 touchdowns. He put the Bucs in good situations to win the game, and they did. They did have a little sketchy game coming in when the Falcons came back a little bit, but the Buccaneers did get the win, and that's what I am mostly surprised of. Bucs will have a good competition with the Rams. Whoever wins this game will be my number 1 next week, in my opinion. These are 2 good teams, great defenses, good offenses, great teams. It will be in LA. So, battle of the undefeateds. Let's see who's going to be undefeated in week 3. So, but yeah, this is my week 2 power rankings, 1 through 32. Let me guys know what you think. Hit that like and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day today. And I'll be back next week with another power ranking. And I will be giving the results. So, you guys have a good day. Peace out.